Hey, scrappers and scrap pets. Trying to cleaning up this mess here that we got, so I can maybe start getting some stuff done around here. And yeah, just really need to start getting stuff back to what it was. Been neglecting a lot of this, and yeah, because of that, it's piling up. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Just cleaning up, going through, stripping out some wire, and yeah, just try to get some stuff done. I mean, I got stuff everywhere. Like, I got this guy right here. It's a little motor, and I think it works. I can't remember. Let's give it a shot. It does. It's a very small turning motor. Does work. Not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I'm sure I could probably find something for this. But it's operational, so why? I'm not going to throw it out. And this is why I need to clean up, because I got stuff falling everywhere. I don't even know what that was that just fell. But it rolled away. Oh man, this is crazy. Oh, that's right. It was one of these. These came from a bathroom fixture. A piece of really nice piece of granite. Yeah, I kept it. Oops, I just lost something else. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Clean up a little bit. Said maybe run some wire out. Get that done. Gonna start getting some stuff knocked out around here. Just things are just piling up. I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff outside, and yeah, that's been good. Getting stuff gone, getting it, cashed in, so the money's not sitting there and just wasting away. So we got some pieces like pieces of metal like this right here. You would think you'd throw out as shred, but that's a good brace. You might actually use that for a brace or something. And that is a lot of my problem, is I keep a lot of stuff that I really, really don't need. But we all do that. Yes, we do. We all do that. I'll save that for Silver Scorpion. See all those little buttons right there? There's actually silver in there. And I know Scorpion likes this kind of thing, so we'll save that for Silver Scorpion. And got some nice brass right here. Just gonna clean that up, get that out of there. Starting to build up the brass again. Not like we had before. That last run, I think we had like 300 pounds. Nice cash in. I think it was like over 600 bucks. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, if anyone's got one of these, the magnet strips for your tools, and you're always losing your big Sharpie, take a little screw and put it through the cap, and then you just go right ahead and stick it right to your magnet strip, and you always got it there. At least that's what I do, anyways. I found this the other day. Anybody want to check your ears? Yeah, it's a pretty funny find. Never thought I'd ever find that. Yeah, I was looking for that. Of course, start cleaning up, and that's when you find stuff. Some razor blades hanging around here. I don't know if they're good or bad, so we're just going. Actually, no, that one's bad. That one's good, so we'll keep that one. Yeah, so we gotta, like I said, I gotta clean up this mess. I'd hate to say on that trip I took up north with my wife, where we wanted to go visit the grandkids, we took the trailer with us. And yeah, somewhere between North Carolina and Massachusetts, at one of the rest area stops we stopped at, somebody stole the toolbox off our trailer. They took the whole box. No, it did not fall off. That thing was clamped, tightened down on there like you wouldn't believe. So we lost about $400 to $500 worth of power tools and stuff like that there. So I was going to do some work when I was up north. And yeah, so now we have to replenish all our battery operated power tools, which really stinks. But you know, it is what it is. Evidently somebody needed it more than us. And I'm being gentle about how I'm saying this. So, like I said, we're going to continue on. We're just going to go about what we're doing. Stay tuned. All right. So, what I'm working on right now is getting the casing off the wire. Sometimes one of the reasons why I'll cut, you know, if I get them short like this, if you can go ahead and at least get one wire, you know, loose, this one ain't gonna work. I was gonna have to get split. I know, here I am, you know, you're on video. All right, let's go with the little one here. See how sometimes you get these small pieces, you want to get the wire out of it? Just a good pair of pliers, pull that one out, and then hopefully you can force the other ones through the other side if they're not trimmed. And don't forget about that good little piece of copper in there, because it's still in there. And that is, what is this? This is 12 gauge. It's yellow. Yeah, see, figures, you know. You're on video, so it seems like whenever you're on video, nothing's going to work the way you want it to. But just have a good razor knife handy. Get that ground out. There you go. Sometimes it's just, I'll just sit here and do this, and that's all you gotta do. If you keep them in short pieces, you can easily get the wire right out of it, and leave yourself some nice bare bright right there. These longer pieces, I'm just gonna cut it right out. Some of you, if you got a strip master or strip meister, whatever the heck you want to call that thing, it'll actually cut. But you can see how easy it just pulls right out. Fast money. Oh, not really fast, but money that, you know, the electricians and, you know, they just throw out. They don't want to deal with it. They don't have time to deal with it. But you see, even on that big long one, see that? I was able to grab the end wire with a pair of pliers. And then what I'll do a lot of times is I'll grab the wires, I'll bend it a little bit, give myself a little better force, and just hold the casing very lightly. You know, you don't have to hold the casing hard, because then all you're going to do is just pinch it. This one here didn't want to pull. And there it goes. Okay, just grab the casing, slide it right up. I'll go through all that later. Yeah, I know, I'm mixing the 14 with the 12 at the moment. When I go to, usually I strip it out in categories. Right, but I'll set my little happy stripper there at a certain depth that'll just cut both of them. And see, I even do that with these bigger ones. So I'll just cut a little strip on the end, bend it out, bend it, so you're holding it, pull it right out. This is what I'll do with the smaller ones. You just go. Just go until I'm done. I'm hoping. Oh, this one here is that. This is the bad. This is the ugly stuff. This one here has rubber insulation on each one. All right, so yeah, back to the wire. What we've been working on. Sorry, got a phone call from my beautiful wife and had to take that. So. While I was talking to her, I was stripping stuff out. So this here is all that, the 14 gauge. So what is a lot of people wonder, you know, I do this is I just go ahead and get it all out of the casing and then deal with it later. So what I'm doing right now is now pulling out all the copper grounds, which is already easily bare bright. Basically, it's real easy to find. Just grab the ones that got paper on it and then pull them out. Yeah, you can do it when you strip it out. That's totally up to you. Everybody has their own, or you just look down and grab a bunch of them that have the shiny and just pull it out and you just get the paper out of the way. And then you're going to have all this nice bare bright already ready to go. And you don't have to worry about stripping the casing off of this. This time, you know, I had a lot of 14 gauge. So I kind of, you know, kept it separate. You can see the white and the yellow in the bin. The yellow being 12 gauge, the white being 14 gauge. And I just stack it all up right here, make a little column to keep it all tight. And I'm going to keep this separate because I had a, you know, when I cleaned up that last of it, I had a, you know, decent amount. And I didn't want to get it mixed up. I got to get a new blade for my wires, the Happy Little Wire Stripper. But it's still working right now, so as long as it's still working, I'm going to keep using it. And then when I go to strip this out, I usually do it by color. I'll go with the color and go through all that same color. Get rid of all the white, and then, or all the black, and then all the red. Usually I'll get all the red out first because the red's really easy to see. And it just, you know, it just shows progress and not so, you know, because stripping wire, we all know, can get very, very mundane and boring. But, I don't know, it's a little tedious, a little boring, but it's, we had some bad rainstorms come through first thing this morning. And so really couldn't do much outside. The wife's out of town. So it's just me. I have a pickup later on, supposedly, waiting for the guy to get back to me. And hopefully pick up some more stuff. It's just nice to be doing my own thing right now and not be at, you know, at the job. We all like doing our own thing, and I find this relaxing. Keeps my brain going. But, you know, like every other thing, you can only do it so much before it gets monotonous. Big word. And it's rewarding. You know, it's rewarding when you go to cash it all in and money in the bank. You know? Buy that extra thing, you know, pay a bill that came up, you know. So I think we got all this. Oh, no, one more. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Grab the small short wire. I'm keeping all the shorties to the side. I think we might have it all. We'll find a little straggler here and there. And, yeah, there's one. Some people put it in a bucket and then strip it out that way. It's just like I said, rain this morning. All the buckets are on the other side of the yard. Everything's soaking wet. I don't feel like grabbing stuff that's wet. So, let's turn you back around. Alright, so. There we go. Stupid tripod. So these ones here, these are the short pieces. I usually save these for another time. And so I got a 5-gallon bucket going. Probably about 3-4 pounds right there from what I feel. And then we got this right here. By the way, this isn't all of it. I had already started a bucket. Right there, a little bit. I know, right? Compared to what we had before, this is crazy. We had, I think it was 107, no. I don't remember. On that big way out, is all I know is we had 3 or 4 5-gallon buckets of just bare bright. Actually, all from this wire here. And wire we've been stacking up and saving up. because Bear Bright is like $3.60 a pound right now, which is awesome. This is awesome. So this is what we're doing today. I've had actually some people ask me, why do I do a short video? Because sometimes, I just want to give you guys the key points. I don't want to bore you, because if I bore you, then you're not going to watch, and you know what? I don't blame you. But I want you guys to watch, so I'll do a lot of quick videos, so we all get to see what's going on. You can see the bench is cleaned up a little bit. Just a little. And we got a stack of 12. You gotta bring it back up. Bring it right over there. How about that? Wow. Boom. So we got a stack of 12 gauge right. 12 gauge. Yes, 12 gauge. A couple small pieces of 10 gauge. It's good money. And then we have that whole 5-gallon bucket from the other night. That is all solid. It's a mixture of 14 and 12. So I kept it all long. So that one there I'll strip right out. Do it, quickie. So, and you don't always just find good stuff. I mean, I found this awesome razor knife. It's a self-retracting, so it's a safety one. So as soon as you cut, it releases. And yeah, it's got a guard on it and everything. But the problem is I don't have any extra blades for it, and it's not your average blade. I can see if I can find these, because I really like this thing. This thing works really, really good. So I gotta look it up, see if I can find some, because I really like it. And it's got its own little holder. Got a little tether on it. I think it's great. So, I don't even know, do we even have this plugged in? Oh, we get the Happy Strippers plugged in. So, someone asked me in one of my videos what brand my wire stripper is. It just says CO-Z. CO-Z. It's a pretty common one. And see them all the time online. Get them on Amazon. Sorry, I'm just gonna get rid of this 10 gauge real quick, because I don't have much of it. Just a few pieces. Nicely stripped out. Look at that. Just got these short pieces right here. I would love to have a lot more of this. Struggling a little bit because I think it went in sideways. You want to just do it? Casing comes right off. There you go. Done. So, get that done. We'll reset this to accept the 12. Alright. I went to the side. Once you get it set, usually you're pretty good. Make sure you tighten it up. There's my pliers. There. And that's how you know when you're cutting it. The way I do it is I go ahead and that's 12. 14, sorry. I tell it's a 14 because it didn't cut it. Got a little mixed up. I'll get it started. Grab the bear. And as it comes off, just do it that way. Now I'll just keep going. Like, I don't know if anyone knows, but There's another 14. You can tell when you're not set for some wire, because you can just tell by the feel, but it did cut enough to where I can get it, which is good. Put that in. Oh, now we jump. You know when it jumps the track. It's falling everywhere. The tripod's in the way. Some people just strip away and then pull the insulation off later. That's why I'll cut. I usually like, if I do short lengths of wire, that's another 14 gauge. I found making them about 2 feet long gives me enough time to grab, well, not this one. Like I said, whenever you do a video, nothing works the way you want it to. And be able to grab the copper. That's a 14. Grab the insulation off, like right there. It's just one step that, I don't have to worry about later. Like I said, my bench ain't that clean, so it's not stacking the way I want it to stack. But I do it, long enough. There's one less stage I gotta worry about. I've done it before where I've stripped tons of wire and then sat, on the chair and just stripped the wire out of it. Watch some TV. Unfortunately, I don't have a TV in here anymore. I blew up. There you go, no one. And so this really works with the really long pieces. If you're doing that, so. Let's show that. I picked up a couple pieces that hit the floor. I know there's some big ones in there. There we go. One fell. Let's grab a line and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's see this guy right here. The only thing you got to be careful about when it's long like this is you got to make sure you are completely wound out. In other words, I don't know if it's going to work on my little thing here. Probably not. I made this little spool thing over here when I had some big spools. Doesn't mean that it was going to work. But I think this feels like 10 gauge. Alright, yep. So, see if it works. See if she'll spin on us. And I'll just grab the insulation. And just, copper goes one way, the wire goes the other. When you get jammed up, Looks like this just jumped to the side. So we have to cut it. Which, like I said, I've yet to find my good cutters. So, use the clips. A nice chunk right there. I'm gonna pull this back through. Get that out of there. So we get this started again here. There we go. There we go. There it is. So, just gonna feed it through and watch the wire at the same time. Right now it's get that a little too tight. So, uh-oh. So this is also why I like the foot pedal. So if you are doing long pieces like this and you're not set right, just let go of the foot pedal. You need to make a rounder plate. Keeps getting hung up, but doesn't matter. Alright, so I'll just sit there and I'll just, let the copper go one way. I think in one of my videos I had it going, I had it feeding right down a hole I have in my bench into a bucket. That worked really good. But I also had an extremely large roll. And I literally had it set up to where it would feed right into the bucket, and I'd even have to sit here if I didn't want to, because I just turned it on and just let it feed and let it go and let it go and let it go, because it was coming off the spool. I actually went ahead and just let it go and come back check it every now and then. But you got to make sure you got the installation going the right way. We got a nice piece of bed right there. So that's what I'm working on today. So, scrap right, scrap outs. Here we are. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Just do whatever it takes. Stay safe out there. Let's leave it better than we found it. Later.